Okay, 17-2 light side. I first did with gelu a while back. There's a bit of that, but I'm using Sandro for my successful run here because I used gelu for darkside. So real quick, light side is a Kilgore with a behemoth, 4 tanks, and the 4 primary healers. So yeah, obviously I brought Mummy for this for healing reduction, and also in addition to that, right above where the monk is here, there's a turret that blasts, I want to say every 6 seconds. It's less than 8 seconds. You can fit 2 of them in a Yogg ult, and some people, if that helps, but my Yogg's weak, so I don't guess actually. I killed a turret with a giant here. A devil would work as well. I was using Mirth for my mark spell on some attempts to make sure that he would kill the turret before it wiped me. And that worked because it procs Magic Awakening and increases attack speed, obviously. That was when I was using a Genie and here and the Naga here, and then I'd use the Mirth on them. I ended up in this level, because it's all tanks and heals, the damage is from the turret. Once you look through the turret, it's about killing them before you run out of time. So my giant won't kill the turret fast enough by himself just because of where he is. So the monk gives him high morale to start. It doesn't proc Magic Awakening, but it gives enough attack speed to kill it. Manticore is key unit. We're using his global silence because there's a bunch of fucking healers that we don't want healing nonstop like they're going to be. Same reason using white here. Unguarded, so just get a global heal from her dying. She is in the lane with Angel, but we're not going to kill anyone before that initial silence ends for the Angel to res. She dies quicker, actually, by having her in the second lane instead of the top lane, just because of the artifact skeletons. I suppose you could turn those off, though. And you can get by without both global silences, for sure, if you have enough stuns and whatnot, which Sandra definitely does. Or if you mark Mystic Domain, that was pretty useful for this on some attempts, too. The only reason this tank here is a skeleton is more undead units means better chance of getting some seconds shaved off cooldowns because of Sandro's 4-star. That's why I'm using the Black Knight as well, instead of having him with Vampire in the other one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as unit selection, you can favor this a lot. I decided to go through the bottom lane. You're not going through the fucking behemoth, and you don't want to try and go through the golem either, because the Magic Awakening gets procced by Kilgore's ult, which is something that procs the Genie's heal as well. So, and also the 9 mage monk will. So apparently the Society of 9 Mage Monks has a pretty strong legal team. I had to cut that part out, but here's the rest. Okay, so there's the turret. Yeah, 5 seconds looks like. Anyway, you can see my giant's just barely strong enough to finish it off before it wipes me. Look at the life of my units. I'm healing my Black Knight with Animate Dead. That's why I brought Pit Fiend as well for extra heals. Now, I'm using crowd control damaging spells on the monk, and I think I throw an earth arrow up or 2 up on the Genie, but most of my spells I'm using on that first tank. This get through. There goes the Manicore's global silence. Now, obviously, and it's actually kind of hard to finish these healers off. I mean, Kilgore's and the behemoth. Anyway, it's a race against time now. You want to make sure to get the Genie down as quick as possible, obviously. Then I'll speed it up, but I'm going to focus my spells on the bottom group because it'll die quicker, because it's really important that even though my units aren't doing much damage, it doesn't matter if my units are all grouped together. Once all the remaining enemies are grouped together and I can hit them all with my spells, I'll speed things up. I think I finished with like 20 seconds left.